Hi guys, welcome to our channel. So this is our new playlist. That is a master in LINQ Query. So in this recording, we are going to understand the introduction about the LINQ Query. So what is the LINQ Query? Why it's required, and how to implement. So that is the introduction part. So first of all, what is the LINQ Query? So it is nothing but a language integrated query. Okay, it is use. It's a .NET advanced concept and it is used for get the data from collection. We have multiple types of collection, that is a data table, we have a array, we have a list, so we have a xml. So sometimes we need to get the data from that collection based on that filter, based on that methods like group by, join, okay, order by. So that purpose we have multiple other things as well, but this is link for special. Okay, that's why people are going to use this link query. It's a .NET advanced concept. So first of all, we are going to understand the what is the problem. Why we are means why we are going to use this link query. Already we have a Excel activity in UiPath. Already we have a query which is related to database. Why we are going to use this link query? So first of all, we are going to understand Excel. Suppose my data is available into the Excel. I want to get the data and I want to apply the filter. Okay, so what is the first problem is, so Excel filter. Suppose I want to apply the Excel filter. So in UiPath we have an option. What is that? Filter data table activity. Filter data table activity. But what is the problem of this Excel filter data table activity or Excel filter? The problem is it is not capable to handle the huge of data. Suppose I have 15 lakhs of data, then what? Excel is not able to store the 15 lakhs of data. We have some limitation of Excel. We have limited row, means only 10,000 like 10 lakhs 48,000. That is the limit of this Excel. But suppose I have huge of data, 15 lakhs of data, and I want to apply the filter on that. Is it possible? Yeah, it's possible. But suppose I want to apply the filter, then performance is very slower. So that is a problem of this. Very slower. Performance is very slow. No proper work on large volume of data. So that is the first problem which is related to Excel. So in UiPath we have another option. That is you can go with database. Okay, we can go with database. So advantage of this database is it is going to handle the large volume of data. But again we have a problem. Suppose I want to apply the filter on that SQL data, then what we require, we are going to apply the query. So like select star from, then we can apply table name, and then we can put the where clause and condition. But suppose in case of something went to wrong into that query, then what happen? Syntax error, then what happen? I am a developer. When I am going to write the query, so UiPath is not going to throw the internal error. Internal error means what? So when I'm going to write the query, so that time UiPath is not going to show the any syntax error or any internal error. So means what? We will get the error in compile time, means run time. Suppose I have 200s of activity and my 119th activity is a run query, and I'm going to put the in like any SQL query, and that something went to wrong into that query, syntax error suppose. All 189 activity, after complete that query is going to execute, and suppose that query is wrong, then my failure is 189 activities. Again we need to run that. So means what? We will get the error in runtime. Okay, this is a problem which is related to database. And also suppose I have XML. SQL query is not able to filter on XML data or array data or list data. Okay, so it is not capable to get the data from XML or any array list. But this is a problem, guys. What is the solution? What is the solution? Then you can go with LINQ Query. LINQ Query, it is capable to filter or any, it is capable to filter the like data table. Okay, it is capable to it can be like a data table, or suppose I want to apply the filter on suppose list, it is also possible. Suppose I want to apply the filter on array, this is also possible. Suppose I want to apply the filter on XML, this is also possible. That is a use of link. So that's why people are going to use a LINQ Query. It can be capable to any data source. And advantage is, main, when I'm going to develop, when I'm going to write the query now, that time it is going to throw the error. Yeah, so something syntax error we have, you can check that when I'm going to write the method name and all. And performance is it is very faster than Excel filtration or database means SQL filtration. It is very faster. So link consists of 6 lines. First line always start from this moon bracket. Okay, first line always start from moon bracket start. Second line is, that is a from, that is temp variable, temp underscore variable in, that is a data source. Suppose I have data table, suppose like array, suppose we have a list, suppose we have a XML. This is going to get the data from this collection. Third line, that is methods like group by, or suppose join, or suppose order by. These are what? Methods. Fourth line is, fourth line is a where, that is a condition. And fifth line, always we need to select that data, select the temp variable. And last one is a moon bracket close. Last one is a moon bracket close. And dot. If you are iterating the data table and you want to output as a data table, then you can go with a copy to data table. Copy to data table. Suppose you have array, then you can go with the to array. To array. Suppose your output is list, then you can go with dot to list. Either you can copy use this copy to data table, either you can use the to array or to list. Depends on your output variable. So I'm going to explain one by one line. See, so first line is a mandatory. This is always start from moon bracket. Okay. The second line, it is nothing but a it is very similar to for each row in data table. It is going to iterate the collection for each row and for each row in data table. It is going to iterate the collection. Collection means these are a collection. It is not going to iterate the only generic collection. It is going to iterate the generic collection as well as non-generic collection. Okay, suppose my data input is a data table. It is going to get the one by one row. Temp is nothing but your like temporary variable. It is going to get the single item from this collection one by one. First of all, it is going to get the first row, second row, third row. It is going to get the all row likewise. Suppose you have array, it is going to get the one by one array, store into this temp variable, and temp variable we can perform this task. Means based on that condition, or select group by, join and order by. This is nothing but a iteration line. First line is known as a iteration line. It is going to iterate the one by one data. It is going to get the, suppose first of all it is going to get the first row from this table. That row, it is going to store the temp variable. Then what is the second line? Second line is a not mandatory. Based on your problem statement or in your scenario, you can go with that. Suppose I want to apply the any group by method. Suppose I want to get the highest count, lowest count. Suppose I want to get the table in order by ascending, then you can go with the order by. Suppose I want to join the two table, then you can go with join method. So these are a method and it's a not mandatory, depends on your scenario or your problem statement. Next is the where condition. So where, and you need to put the condition. It's a nothing but a where clause. Where condition. Suppose where column name current row in bracket, sorry, temp variable in bracket, that column name dot to string equal to like this kind of condition you can put into this where clause. Suppose in your case you don't have any condition, then you can remove this line. Just you want to apply the order by method and select that table. Okay, you can ignore this line. It's a this two line, third and fourth line is a not mandatory, depends on your scenario. Okay, then fifth line always it is going to select that row. Select that row. Suppose you are going to apply the filter. If filter is true, then it is going to select that row and put into the data table. Means copy to that row and paste into the data table. Suppose in case of array, so array in array first data it is going to store into this variable temp variable. Suppose you want to apply the filter only, so where clause it is going to work. Where, so data is equal to that temp variable, it is equal to this. If starting with this, then it is going to select that temp variable and store into the array. It is going to create a new array. Suppose list, then XML, go with that. So this is nothing but a sixth line of this LINQ query, and it's a means first line, second line, third line, fourth line, sixth line, and third and fourth it's a not mandatory, depends on your problem statement. You can go with that third and fourth. And this LINQ query is known as a query syntax. LINQ having two types of LINQ query. First is the query syntax, and second is the method syntax. Method syntax is known as a lambda expression, one liner kind of expression. You need to write that code, one liner code. That's nothing but a lambda expression, and it is used for suppose you have just you want to apply the filter and all, that's it. And or suppose you want to apply the order by method, that's it. You don't need to do anything more complex query, then you can go with lambda expression. Suppose you have more complex query, suppose you have more complex expression, so then you can go with that query syntax. Suppose you have a database background, you can easily write this query. It is very similar to that query. Okay, writing way is different, but it is very similar to that. Meaning is very similar to that. Okay, so this is all about the LINQ query. We have two types. One is the query method, and second is the method. Methods in that is also known as a lambda expression. Query syntax and method syntax. Method syntax is also known as a lambda expression. But in our entire session, we are first of all we are going to understand the query syntax LINQ query. Then after completing that, then you can we are going to understand the lambda expression or method syntax query. Okay, so that's it. This is all about the introduction of LINQ. So next video we are going to understand how we can apply the filter on collection. So please, in case of new, please like and subscribe to this channel. Yeah, so thanks for watching this video.